Good evening once again, everybody. Good to see you for our last race of this evening, though not our last race of the week. We still got 2 more good nights of this coming up here, so hang tight. We got plenty more, mind you. But to get our last race of the evening underway, if I could find the right buttons to click, you know what, screw it, I'm just using my mouse. Okay, why didn't that work either? Oh, work with me here, OBS. Why are you doing this now? There we go. Huzzah. We got it to work. All right, so moving on over. Like I said, our last race of the evening here. On the left side, we got TheBoss10987, your Kansas City representative. And on the right side, your Denver representative, though, again, living nowhere near it. I'll explain. He lives in Latvia. But again, your Denver team representative, TorNis. So this will be a great divisional matchup here. Again, both of these are looking for wins to advance closer to Vendrith, who is leading their division, and they both really desperately need this one. So it's important for both of these guys. Again, let me get you the link into both of their channels here. If I could spell. There's a link into both of their channels. Say what's up to the boss and to TorNis if you guys would support them both more so than me. Hang out in their channels, talk to them, wish them both good luck, wish them both on throughout the entire race. Please hang out there much more so if you guys would. On that note, again, they're going to do a best 2 out of 3 race, both using Isaac in the same save file with everything unlocked. It is a Platinum God save file they both have. Again, they're both going to race best 2 out of 3 down through the womb 2. Whoever kills Mom's Heart first is going to get a point added at the bottom of the screen where you see the zeros right now. And again, we'll do a best 2 out of 3. They're on a call. They're good to go whenever they're ready. So again, best of luck to you guys both. They know the rules, but let me list out really quickly. There are 7 banned items, and neither is allowed to pick up. And those are the only 7 you can use your D6 against. So, Epic Fetus, Dr. Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible, the Shovel, and Toothpicks are all on the ban list. Toothpicks you can pick up. Not many people have. Only Bistro has this year, if I'm not mistaken. But again, you can re-roll those or take them if you want. Racers know these rules. Again, best of luck to both the boss and TorNis tonight. Whenever they're ready, they're going to take off. And if you're wondering why I named them as such on those nicknames, TorNis uses his mouse to shoot, and I think it was, oh god, what week number was that? I can't remember. One week, though, I accidentally said that he uses his mouth to shoot. And everybody corrected me immediately and went, wait a minute, what? Like, hold on, dude, no, you didn't mean that. So the joke has been on running ever since because I'm a derp. Basically what it amounts to. Anyways, TorNis reset his run. He's going to take this one, though. The Miter on the right side. 50% chance now that any heart that spawns is going to be a blue heart for TorNis instead of a red heart. And again, that's that item rock, a little bit different situation. Those are guaranteed blue hearts if any show up out of there. But as you see, Boss has got himself a Harlequin baby, which is firing out those red V-shaped tears. And he's also got our favorite first boss fight, let's all say, to Famine, if you would. Because he's nice enough to say it to us. It's the least we can do. Anyways, Boss is going to wind up getting himself 1 cube of meat here, which is going to float around him as an orbital, blocking shots, and wow. And also doing damage to anything that he walks into. On that note, maybe we might notice something kind of similar, except the champion version of Famine once again on the right side. Let's all, once again, wave and say to Champion Famine. You're killing me here, Famine. 2 of you already. I see how this is going to be. You want to finish my night off by finishing off my voice. I see how it is. Much no love for you, dude. No love, bro. But again, moving on to the second floor already. Boss on the left side's got himself a bit of an advantage at the moment. I like that with Cyber. I totally forgot about that emote. And Jay, hey, what's up? How you doing? Anyways, there's that cube of meat for TorNis as well. 1 more soul heart for him. And again, moving on down to the basement 2. In this case, going to get a Cellar 2. Same as Boss. They both have the expansion version. So you're probably going to see a lot more spider enemies here. And Boss already finding his boss fight. Wow, this is getting redundant. I have to say this differently. Boss finding the room which contains a fight that might be of significance. How about that? No, that's way too far. We'll figure this out, but that's getting redundant with me saying the boss over and over again. But you get the idea. Either way, Boss on the left side has got himself his boss room fight. He's going to find his item room first, though, because it's a little bit of time to get through that boss fight without possible damage up coming out of your item, and he does have the key for it. And we're both doing great, Jay. Thank you. How about yourself, man? Hey, what's up, Gino? Good to see you, dude. Hey, what's up, Linux? Good to see y'all tonight. So again, for those that are wondering, our final race of the evening here. We've had quite a few today, and they've been amazing. Seriously, check out the videos on demand. If you did not get to see them live, make sure to watch them. They are so good. Ooh, speaking of good, how about that good item, Super Meat Boy Superfan for TorNis? He's going to lose speed in the process, but he gets +1 to every other stat. Damage, health, range, fire rate. Forgetting something. Nah, and no, I'm not forgetting anything because he doesn't get speed up. So there you go. He actually gets speed down off of that. So again, he's going to move a little bit slower, but +1 to everything else. Yeah, found the Room of Signal. Look at this. How about double boss fights of the exact same version of Pin? Ooh, and the missed bomb by TorNis. Ouch. So again, the exact same champion Pin fight on both sides here. Yeah, the boss found the major event room. There you go, I like that. The major event room containing the last enemy of the level. Yeah. Also taking the crown on boss's side, so Pageant Boy for him gives him now 17 cents and a possible trip to his store as well, so we'll see what he uses his key on. He only has the one at the moment. I'm thinking item room, but store may be beneficial, and that's where he's headed. Ooh, that's not a bad find. Mom's Purse gives the boss on the left side 2 trinket spots, so that could come in very handy. Wow, TorNis gets the worst devil deals, I swear. Guppy's Paw, not a bad thing, but early on, well, he is going to take it. I don't blame him here either. Guppy's Paw turns any red heart container that you have into 3 of those blue soul hearts for you each time. They can be empty or full, it doesn't matter. Ooh, speaking of Guppy items, well, we got one on both sides now, so the boss picking up Guppy's head, which as you see spawns, in this case, 3 attack flies for him. You get anywhere between 3 and 5 per usage, and once per room. Again, Guppy's Paw has infinite amount of uses depending on how many red hearts you have available. And you will use those up, you will no longer have that container. But again, a lot of extra health sitting there for TorNis. Alright, there you see boss taking a little bit of a risk. One thing you kind of want to watch out for with Guppy's head is that you don't want to use it right as you're walking through a door. Make sure that you get the flies spawn before you do it. There's a chance they may not be there for you in the next room. And you basically just waste an entire charge of that. So a lot of damage up with those flies to see him using it this time. He'll keep all 4 of those. Oh, everybody wants all these racers to get carried. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, ooh, look at this. How about a halo of flies? Full-on 3 orbitals blocking shots now on TorNis' side. So he's got the 1 cube of meat, and you see those 2 black flies orbiting around him. Again, all those will block shots that advance into them. The only one that's going to do much damage, and again, there's a few enemies, like I believe these little flies right here, you can actually hit with your halo of flies orbital to damage, but there are not many. We're talking, I think, 1 enemy in the entire game that those will hurt. Actually, I take that back. I think they're the small ones. The oh, why can I never think of them? The not the flashing flies, but like the little black flies that don't actually flash red at you at all, that don't actually hurt you. Those are the ones that I believe you can hurt with them. Yep, TorNis needs some speed up at this point. Like, he may consider taking pills. He may take that offhand chance that he gets a pill with some plus speed on it. But yeah, with that speed down he took with the Super Meat Boy Superfan, he needs some movement speed. He's still dodging very nicely, though, and especially in this room. Yeah, wow. That corner right there, there's nothing you can do. Either way, boss on to his Gertie boss fight. See how I did that? Name the boss first. I have to wait a second until boss is partway through his boss fights to do this. God, redundancy, I hate you so much. Either way, they're ripping on through Gertie, dropping a bunch of bombs here and working on through her as quickly as possible. Very nicely done so far. Though now he is out of bombs. And he has ripped on through that boss fight, though. So we'll have to see if he goes back for his item room or not, though he has cleared out his Caves 1 boss. A little bit of health up, and yep, lo and behold, skipping the item room on the left side. So boss going to go on with a little bit of an item disadvantage, though a bit of a time advantage as he gets a little bit of a lead built up here on TorNis. And before it's the speed downfill, oh god. Yeah, no, at that point, oh god. Yeah, that redundancy. So good. Anyways, on into a curse room for the boss. 2 of the same pills. Ooh, and they're both ranged down. Ouch. So he accidentally picked that second one up. I don't think he actually wanted to, but he's holding on to something at least. Alright, TorNis coming across this boss fight, so he'll be catching up to really quickly here on the to boss on the left side. There again, you see that Guppy's head usage for a few more flies for him. Ooh, god, this room. This room doesn't allow you a whole lot of dodging space, and yeah, boss getting caught up on a few of these, if you notice those little openings there, you actually get very easily caught on the edges of those. So you have to be really careful where you go. Alright, he'll get his item room as soon as this last Gluttony enemy dies. Ooh, and gets a key for it also, very nice. Perfect timing. So he also, with a Halo flies now, will have 3 full orbitals. Ooh, there we go. Much better Devil Deal on TorNis' side, though. Do you take him? Wow. So on the left, the Mark would give him damage up and 1 Soul Heart. On the left, you have Brimstone, which would give him a big shot changer, which, wow, he's going to pass both. I can't blame him. I cannot blame him. You have to keep the health at some point. But yeah, that would have been risky. Brimstone would have been a huge shot changer, but he plays with a mouse as well. I'm not sure how well he's toned to having Brimstone. But yeah, it's hard to pass that up, and you almost have to. That would take him down to 1 red heart. He could have used it and gotten another 3 soul hearts out of it. But that's still risky territory to move into, especially going into the caves. Yeah, the Mark would have given him plus speed, but again, man, that one, I don't know. 1 red heart, which could have given him, let's see, a grand total of 4 hearts if he turned him into blue hearts when he started this floor. Yeah, see, he would have already been down really low. I couldn't have done it. There's no way. And I don't blame him. I would have left him there too. It's hard to do, especially with Brimstone, but I would have left him there. Either way, let's see. Mom's pills. We'll see him get 1 random pill out of this. Will TorNis bother? I know he needs the speed, but will he bother? Nope, he's going to hang on in hopes that that's a full health pill. And let's see, Steam Sale showed up on the left side there for Boss, and again, that would have given him half off of anything in his remaining stores, though he isn't going to bother with it, it looks like. And again, I don't blame him. For 15 cents, he didn't even have enough in the first place. But for 15 cents, getting half off of the remaining stuff in stores, you just hope to get that for free off of greed. You don't want to buy that. Alright, Boss also picking himself up 1/2 an Eternal Heart there, that half a White Heart. If he gets a second one on this floor, or takes that to the next floor with him, again, it's only shielded by that 1 blue heart that he has at the moment. But if he gets that onto the next floor, or the second one, he gets a full red heart container health up. Alright, and there's yet another room of significant importance to end the level for the boss on the left side. I'm gonna have to play this up every week now. Damn it. Either way, he's moving into his speed fight. We got, oh god, this mini boss fight for TorNis. No thanks. This is why, no thanks. Ooh, cleared out both of those bombs. Very nice. Thought he was gonna get hit by one. Ooh, and a free Judgy card. Let's get a Judgy, please, for TorNis. That'll spawn a Judgy Beggar. He's got to have something good for those 14 cents, right? A key's a good thing. Not great. Ooh, how about that habit? This won't help TorNis out that much. Oh, he looks so cute with the habit on, though, and his red face. Either way, it won't help him out that much. That would give you half a charge on your space use item every time that you got hit. Infinite amount of times. Doesn't matter if you get hit 3 times per room. That would give you basically time and a half charge on it. Problem is, with Guppy's Paw, he has infinite usage of it at the moment. So he's probably going to hang on to that for quite a while, too, unless he gets a really good space use item. That habit's almost kind of worthless. Alright, let's see. Strength card on TorNis' side. He'll take that instead of the pill. That'll give him +1 to all stats in whatever room he uses that. So that'll most likely be safe for a boss fight wherever he needs it. Speaking of the boss, we got him moving on down to the depths on the left side, so advantage boss at the moment, though, only by about 2 rooms. We got 1 boss fight for TorNis, and he'll be on down to his depths as well. Ow, sorry, that was my ankle if you heard that crack. That's not my microphone, that was my ankle. That one actually kind of hurt. Either way, finishing off this last room, like I said, TorNis 1 boss fight to go. There we go. Ooh, and another free key. Why, thank you. And moving on in, once again, we see Gertie here, so she'll wind up shooting quintuple shots, I finally said this correctly, and spawning all these extra things, so TorNis is going to make sure that he takes out all these extra little bubbles, because as you see, they'll shoot at you too. What gave TorNis speed? Nothing that I know of. Good question. What the hell gave him speed? I don't remember him taking that pill. No, he left it behind. What gave him speed? Why do I not remember now? Ooh, that dodge by Boss. Very nice. Yikes. That got a little too close. Nice dodge once again. Jeez Louise. Alright, there's that item room on boss's side. Very nice. Get those out of the way. There you go. And, my reflection yet again showing up tonight. That would curve boss's tears back around at him as they got into almost full range. Again, not that great of an item. He'll use up his one last key here and get that full red heart in the center of the room. Again, you see TorNis finishing off the Gertie here. One more enemy to kill. Ooh, in range with Mom's lipstick. Won't be able to see that on him, but he's actually wearing lipstick now. Again, on that red skin, you're really not noticing anything. Yet another cursor, more pills, and a couple soul hearts, so at least he comes out ahead on the soul heart portion. And TorNis will keep moving on along here, so both on the same floor again, both with Necropolis expansion versions of the depths. How's it, Vinish? How you doing? Other than not being able to sleep, obviously, but how you doing? I'm glad to see you here nonetheless. Hopefully it's helping out, like, somewhat. Although if the races stay exciting as they have been, and this one's very close in and of itself, so if they stay this close like they have been all night, you may not be going to sleep anytime soon. This one may get really good. I'm with Random Queen on that. I love Itaku's add-on. That has helped me out so much in channels that I moderate and in my own, for that matter. Like, it's like a godsend, honestly. Minnow, go! How you doing? Good to see you this evening. And how have you been, sis? How's up, Maltian? Good to see you as well. How you doing? And indeed, long time no see, man. How you been? Highlights of tonight. Let's see. I would say definitely go back and watch the very end of the Casper and Jim Drizzle race. Without question, make sure you watch that one. Awesome and Samian 17 Puffins had a really phenomenal end to it as well. I'll leave it at that. Let's see. And then there's this one. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. RTC and Haku played earlier today. Trying to think if anything really outlandish happened in that one, or if it seemed normal. They were really overpowered in one of the runs, I can tell you that. So there's been some nutty ones tonight, like some really, really cool builds, some really, really, like... Hey, let's see, the 9 lives finisher by Amy the one time. Enough said. She had 1 heart for the entirety of the mom's hard fight, and it was sketchy at one point. Like, I thought she was going to get hit and have to go back through the entire fight after being halfway through it, but there were some really good finishes, some really close ones, some really good builds. There's been some cool stuff tonight. Yeah, both got I Am Error Rooms. That's what it was. Okay, first race of the night. It was so long in between. That's why I forgot. They both got I Am Error Rooms on the same run, and not too far apart from each other, so that was pretty cool. Let's see, sack of pennies. Not the greatest thing, especially this late in the game for TorNis, but you might as well take it, honestly. So every couple of rooms TorNis clears, so wind up with a penny or 2 spawn for him. We got Boss looking at his room of significance to end the level here at the end of Depths 1. Oh, jeez, and the Mask of Infamy for the major event at the end of the level fight. We're gonna keep going with this pun, guys. I'm serious, too. I think you may have slightly misspelled pennies. Just gonna put that out there. Alright, so Mask just probably about to the point where the heart's dead here, and then the back of that Mask of Infamy will open up. There you see. Well, once it shows itself. And Boss will be able to hit it both from the back and hopefully like that from the side from time to time. Yet another almost worthless store for TorNis. He's going to be able to get some heals out of this, but he was hoping for a good space use item. No such luck, though. The latter, not the worst thing, but definitely not the greatest either. So that would get him across 1 spot openings. He isn't going to take it, though. So TorNis hoping for some health up. Oh, no blood bag. Ooh, he's using his strength card to abuse this here. I like this. Ooh, but again, no such luck, so he's now going to make sure... Oh, he should have used up all of his red hearts in that room, because it still takes away that extra red heart. He didn't technically use that one, he used one of his there. So notice that TorNis used up one of the usages of Guppy's Paw. And again, you'll... Ooh, this is going to be fun to dodge. How do you get that one? What? Why did that stop moving? That was evil. Either way, like, wow. Either way, the strength card basically, like, was ineffective there for TorNis. He got 2 extra chances and a couple extra pennies out of the blood machine. But it didn't work like he was intending it to right there, and he's down to just the 1 red heart at the moment. Hey, good morning, Adam. How you doing? Speaking of that, very nicely done by the boss. He finishes off the mask, and he'll be moving on down to the Depths 2. Again, it only says Necropolis. We know that he's been through the Depths 1 already, though, so again, that is just the Depths 2. It doesn't ever show the second number on the expansion version of these. And again, TorNis finding his boss fight as well, so heading towards the boss on the left side of the screen, and his boss fight on that doorway. I'm just saying, it lines up a little too well. Irony at its finest, folks. Oh, TorNis would love to find the raw liver right now. Are you kidding? That would be like the most key item for him. Ooh, speaking of that, we're going to have a really good item possible out of the end of this boss fight here for TorNis. He gets the Fallen and a guaranteed Devil Deal item at the end of this fight. Alright, so Fallen splitting itself into two, and again, you gotta watch out when they start chasing at the end of that. When they slow down, you're getting that quad brimstone shot. And before Shovel, oh god, that would be so terrible. Like the one Devil Room item that would be banned that TorNis couldn't do a thing with. So you better hope that's not what spawns. But you can wind up with something really, really cool out of this. And again, he's already seen Brimstone, so it's not gonna be that or the Mark. Or for that matter, Monster Manuel or one of the other Guppy items, and I forget which it was that showed up. Ooh, instead it's a really crappy item, but he gets a Devil Deal as well. I don't know that he's going to get much out of here. Yeah, speaking of other Guppy items, things you can't afford for 200, Alex. Yeah, we're going to leave those behind. Actually, no, he couldn't. But yeah, so we'll leave that all behind. And again, the Forgive Me Now pill would have reset the entire floor that TorNis was just on. Obviously, in a race situation this late, I don't think so. So he left that behind. The two Devil Deal items, couldn't afford them. Moot point. Yeah, this freaking game, man, I'm telling you. Like, I'm telling you. Yeah, Pact. Yeah, see, the Pact would have been beautiful. That would have been a couple extra health for TorNis there, along with shot speed and damage. Oh, that would have been beautiful. I mean, he could have gotten Mom's Knife for that matter. You never know. Yeah, it looked like the wafer. Shut up. Whatever, we all get the idea. Oh, God, this room. So again, ooh, yeah, I was going to say TorNis has to watch out for those, the red and the pink one of these brains here. Those are champion mobs. They'll hit them for 1 full heart of damage. So those are really scary ones by comparison. Oh, Mom's Knife is like a straight up almost run ender, but at this low of health and low range, I'd worry about that. He's got range up though, so it would probably be okay for TorNis, but this low of health with Mom's Knife is scary. You get bomb rooms, and Mom's Knife is a scary proposition for you. Taco. Well, you realize that you can actually record Breaking Bad, right? I don't know, we got Celtic Cross for the last item on the boss's side. He now has a 33% chance that if and when he gets hit, he gets a 5-second damage shield. Again, you notice TorNis used up his last use, at the moment at least, of Guppy's Paw, so he used up his last red heart container and is down to just those 3 blue hearts. Okay, it's after Breaking Bad tomorrow. You can record Breaking Bad is the point. It's a TV show. You have a capture card, don't you? Alright, we got the map on TorNis' side. As soon as he walks out of this room, you'll see the rest of his mini-map revealed. Again, it won't tell you exactly what room's what. You notice they're all grayed out, but you know where the rooms are, and you can make a very educated guess as to where you have to look. Oh god, it has no compression. Ouch. Yeah, good point. I forgot Amarek is what you're using. Okay, touche. Touche. I could see that being a nasty file size. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Touche, sir. I forgot that's what you're using. Okay. Never mind. If you were using what I had, it'd be fine. You'd probably wind up with a good, like, I don't know, 2.5 gigs out of it or something. It wouldn't be that terrible, but... Alright, so that dead end, we know full well that that last room's nothing. It would have shown that if, well, TorNis would have known just by the entrance to the room, I should say, if it was something special. So he'll move himself on over to the left side here. Yeah, let's try up to the top and see what he gets. Yeah, by the way, that's an admin. Not a good move right there. Wow. Alright, more random pills on Boss's side. Ooh, he's actually going to take him too. Tears down, so he's going to fire slightly slower at this point. Oh, Breaking Bad is phenomenal. If you guys haven't watched that at all, it's far enough in at this point that it would take you a while to get through the entirety of it, and then you'd probably have a lot of this season to watch as well. So I would recommend it. If you haven't caught on to that yet, it's well worth it. Very good show. So more dead ends. TorNis going to find his item room. Let's see, is going to be that one room off to the left, and then his boss fight most likely going to be the one at the far bottom. There's a chance it's vice versa, but very small chance. Yep, Netflix is your friend. Exactly. Definitely watch that. If you have Netflix, it's there. Watch it. So good. Alright, so again, the boss just looking for that room of significance at the end of the level. To finish off his depth stairs, he's already gotten his item room. Here you see one nice way to take care of these hearts. Keep them all in the dead center like this. That's nice containment. Alright, so let's see. Moving on over again. Wow, still no boss fight on the boss's side. Unbelievable. Get the races on Netflix. Yeah, we're gonna be a week behind. Yes, it's obviously killing him. That's why he's winning. Ah, the uninformed masses. Don't forget, if you say it on the internet, it must be true. Except it's not. So there's that. But again, boss moving on into his mom's foot fight here. He's going to get Red Mom, so in my opinion, the easiest version of this. You see, she's going to stomp down often. Every now and then, ooh, unless you get too close to that door. But she's, ooh, going to stomp her foot down just like that really quickly. And again, there's boss down, so ooh, how about this? Good finds on both sides, though. We got the relic now for the last item for TorNis. That's perfect timing, as that's going to spawn every 4 rooms, 1 blue heart for him. And again, he's got nothing but blue hearts right now. And he's going to keep it that way, too, as he still has Guppy's Paw. So even with health up here, he's turning those into blue hearts immediately. I guarantee it. But again, boss down, so that was painful. Does get his mini-mush, though, in that first item room, so speed up and range up, his size decreases drastically. Also got a health up pill right off the bat, so you see that little red tint on him, plus that 1 extra red health he has. But again, boss looking at his mom's foot fight as well. Or excuse me, TorNis, I'm sorry, looking at his mom's foot fight. Wow, that was way off. I'm looking at the guy, I'm like, duh, that's the boss. No, it isn't. They both have cameras, you'd think I could tell them apart. Apparently I can't. We're 11 weeks into a regular season. I don't know my racers, apparently. Either way, once again, we got Red Mom here. Yeah, it's an itty-bitty Isaac. But again, like I said, she's going to stomp her foot down. Every now and then a door will open up and shoot a triple shot out at you, just like that. Just keep, ooh, dodging side to side. That was a little too close, and the foot actually hit TorNis. But there you go. As soon as the door opens up, you have to just keep dodging just slightly out of the way, because the foot will go wherever you're at and try to stomp you. And when's Marvel? GQ. Oh, boss getting cornered again. Ouch. So he's back to the start. That's also a problem. When you have almost too much speed at the beginning, it's a little bit of an issue for you. So let's see. Ooh, bad trip pill. So ouch, damage on boss's side, but gets it right back in the form of balls of steel. Plus he knows what could turn into full health pills for him. Oh, got double screwed on that bomb. You're kidding me. I thought he was close enough for at least one of those, but wow, neither the Secret Room nor the item rock opened up on that one, so painful move on that one. Boss gonna reset again. Alright, so a little bit more red health there. You see 2 blue hearts spawning as well for TorNis. He's also going to immediately get that Polaroid, which means if I know what he's going to do, and I'm pretty sure I do, he's probably going to pop that last use of Guppy's Paw right here. Yep, lo and behold. And now that Polaroid's going to be permanently enacted for him, which means that because TorNis doesn't have any red hearts, if he were to get hit, he gets an immediate 5-second damage shield now. So that Polaroid became a very useful item. Speaking of that, how about technology? These useful items tonight are coming out the woodwork, guys. So technology for the boss to start this new run off, and believe me, he ain't out of anything yet. TorNis is down to, let's see, 5.5 blue hearts at the moment. That map, I think, yeah, wow, this is like a 50-50 shot. Is it up top or is it down bottom there on those 2 rooms almost side by side? So TorNis looks like he's gonna try down to the south here first. We'll see if this happens to be the boss room at the end of that hallway. So he's going to bomb through his secret room on both sides, most likely, here, unless he gets greed, at which point he just took a long way. Yeah, that mirror layout, that is literally the perfect mirror layout. That is terrible. So yeah, there's literally a 50-50 shot for TorNis on this. Hopefully for him, that's the way to his boss room, but wow, there's no telling. Alright, so on over into what is a challenge room. Ooh, I may not have taken that, and again, you see Larry Jr. spawning directly underneath TorNis there, so a little bit of damage down to 3.5 soul hearts now. And again, gonna go through basically 3, is it only 2? I forget. Might only be the 2 boss fights, I forget. I think it's 2. Yep, here's shoving his other buddies, so as soon as this one's done, TorNis will be done with this room. So a little bit of time, but... that room makes you angry and you don't know why. It's always okay to have that... No, what's the word I'm looking for? Shoot. Irrational fear or hatred of something. It's okay. Took me a while to come up with the word irrational. I need more sleep. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, actually, Silly. There's a lot that I missed, though, so one day I'll catch up on a ton of TV shows that I haven't seen. But there's quite a bit of The Wire that I never saw. I saw quite a bit, though. GQ. It's got everything a man could need. Well, not everything, but, you know, kind of the essentials. Alright, you see TorNis again utilizing that 5-second damage shield to get in and use his orbitals to do damage. Again, only the one is actually injuring anything at this point, but it's extra added damage and he knows that he's safe. Ooh, nice. You're gonna watch it too, Otaku. Very nice. Alright, so moving on down to the caves for the boss. Excuse me. Gotta love that laser already. That thing is working wonders. Alright, by the way, I should add, the curved horn added that damage onto the laser, so you notice technology doing a lot more damage. That's the curved horn trinket the boss picked up, and I totally didn't mention that. So anyway, as soon as these Monstro 2s are done... I'm about halfway through these Monstro 2s. Basically, you have to work on taking one of them out to play it really safe. Hermit card for the boss, gonna teleport him into that store. Nothing too special in there, and he'll keep moving on along. First things first, though, might as well grab this other card. That's why he used up the one he had. He's keeping that Chariot card with him for the one-time use of the Unicorn Horn. Yeah, no kidding. Like, is there any spot on this floor for TorNis that doesn't have blood at this point? Wait for it, wait for it. A little bit more coverage. A little bit more coverage. Little bit more coverage. He's walking over all the empty spaces, I think, for fun at this point. There we go. Finally got... Ooh. And cancer. Wow, that's a decision. Double the fire rate or the polar rate for that 5-second damage shield when you get hit. Wow. TorNis deciding right now, and that's a tough call. Man. Whoa. What do you take right there? What do you take in this situation? That fire rate's not that good to begin with, and that double helps out a lot. But man, do you take that or that damage shield? Ooh, that is tough. We got the peeper on the boss's side as he goes into his room of significance to end the level. Again, yes, I'm playing that pun. But again, moving on into his boss fight. He's got Chub here. And looks like Polaroid's the choice for TorNis. That's a tough call. That's a real tough call. Yeah, mom's purse, please. GQ. A little bit of health up there for the boss, and a devil deal for that matter. In which, ooh, there's the pack showing up finally. So boss will spend 2 red hearts, replace them with soul hearts, and get a fire rate increase and damage up on that laser. So looking even nicer now with that technology build. Yeah, hey, you called the right one this time, and I'm tired now. That's the funny part. You're gonna see that really nice red, deep red laser there on boss's side. Oh, this room. I hate dodging in this room so much. Nice job there by the boss, and technology helps clear that very quickly. Very nice room there. Wait a minute, this isn't where I thought I was. Alright, one more room and we'll find out if TorNis has gotten himself to that boss fight or not. I would like to think that he has for his sake. Wow, speaking of that unicorn horn, where's Moskil smiling right now? So lo and behold, unicorn horn and a one-time use of it with the card for the boss. So he'll be able to use that and get 7 seconds of invincibility and damage dealing with the unicorn horn strapped to his head. And some of the most beautiful music in the game, honestly. Come on, boss fight. Yeah, there you go. He guessed correctly. That mirror level can go bite itself. TorNis went the correct way. Very nice. Alright, great job by boss to take that room out too. That's a great use of that one-time card. Ooh, and he needs some money. He's got the compass in there. Yeah, TorNis, pretty damn lucky. No, seriously, that mirrored level. Look at that. It's perfectly mirrored. That's evil. Ooh, and gets Blast Assist for that matter. One of the easier boss fights here in the womb, so he's lucking out quite a bit. Again, for a Utero level this week, to have Blast Assist as your boss is kind of rare. That's a very easy boss fight for a Utero expansion level. In Russia, 50-50 is like 100-0. Oh, I love it. It was Pekka Clock, obviously, and therefore he found the right way. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, here's the split link into their channels, and there's that Judgy Please I was just about to ask for, by the way. Just like it's spelled. Capital P. Just like you see it on there. But here's the link into both of their channels. There we go. And like I said, if you wonder what I mean by the Pekka Clock comment, look at his wall. Look at TorNis' wall on that double link. You'll see what I mean. Anyways, TorNis now at 2.5 hearts, excuse me. Again, just about done with Blast Assist here. More like 140-0. Ooh, loading screen error for boss. That could, though we'll see if it pops through quickly here, could be indicative of an XL floor. Or him bashing his face into a nope button. No thank you. Anyways, TorNis on into another really crappy devil deal. No thanks again on that. He'll take that red health, though, turn it into 3 blue hearts, and move on to, down to a nasty-looking womb, too, with a Curse of the Lost. Wow. There's 3 really obvious places that this boss room could be. Wow, these floors in the womb for TorNis are not being kind. Let's see if he gets that inner compass working again, though. And boss getting through that, oops, you got something hanging over your screens. There you go. He noticed it too, I could tell because he wasn't moving. But either way, moving on in, gets just a normal depths 1, so that loading screen just basically screwed him over. And real quick, let's try that again, Minoko. Let's get a Judgy Please from everybody, if you would. So TorNis gonna see what he can't get item-wise here. High Priestess will be very nice. That'll summon Mom's Foot down to stomp on a enemy, which I'm sure he'll use against the boss if he can. The enemy, not the guy on the left. I should point that out. Justice will be one of every type item spawn, so 1 key, 1 bomb, 1 coin. Ooh, and how about that compass? So he's going to walk, most likely back into the room he's already cleared. That's the way I'd do it, at least. That way the compass will enact itself, and TorNis will be able to find out exactly where that boss room is. Ooh, he's close. He guessed the right upper way, if nothing else, so there you see where TorNis is heading. The Magician would be homing shots for the room he's in. High Priestess, like I said, is Mom's foot, so he'll take that with. But again, the boss playing quick catch-up is already fighting in Depths 1's Room of Significance to end the level against War here. Very nice bomb placement, has already knocked War off his horse. He'll wind up with 1 cube of meat and be on down to the womb too. Wow. Really? How about one of the rarest items in the game, the liver? Somebody called that a few minutes ago in chat. I would like to point out, and I saw you do it. Somebody called that for TorNis. 2 red health up, meaning 6 blue hearts. Wow. Clutch liver. You're kidding me. You've got to be kidding me on that. On this note, Boss grabs himself a couple items in the Devil Deal himself and has himself 9 lives at 1 red heart apiece, though right now is at 1.5 blue hearts himself as he takes the 9 lives dead cat. So, wow, we're getting interesting here. Oh, that motherfucker. I can totally hear you saying that, too. That's why I know you're not calling him one. You're just saying that as a response to what happened. But, wow. How about more health there? Get carried, son. Be carried, my son. Unbelievable. Wow to this. Alright, so back for that one other card. You see the Magician, again, will be homing shots for the room TorNis uses it in. And getting himself... I hate this diagonal movement. You can tell he does, too. I hate trying to get into those. TorNis will leave that Demon Judgy behind. We're not even going to think about losing health to him. That ain't worth it right now. So he's going to move over. He's got 2 more rooms to clear, and he's got himself his boss fight. Oh, wow, how about make that 1 more room to clear? Thank you, free room. You know what? More damage might be more useful at this point, but he's going to leave Isaac's head behind. That would have followed TorNis around, shooting out base damage tiers. Not the greatest, but again, Polaroid kind of handy for him, so I don't blame him for not taking it. As you see right there, if you get damaged as TorNis, 5 seconds of damage shield. So I don't blame him at all for not taking that, because you're going to be able to do a lot of damage with his orbital as well, that cube of meat. And especially if you're invincible, you can just walk right in there and just hit anything. And we see Boss on the left-hand side in his Room of Significance to finish the Depths 2. Fighting Mom's foot, the red version of it. And again, looking for his revenge here, down to just the 1 heart, though, has to stay clear of her. But popping out as much damage as he can, he's going to have to kill the foot, not the eye. Alright, there you go. Safety. And I don't mean that in a fart way, by the way. Welcome to me growing up in the 90s, kids. Anyways, a little bit of health up for Boss. He's up to that 1 full red heart now. Again, he was even with what he had spent in that last Devil Deal. But will it be too little too late? He's moving on to the Womb 1. TorNis on the right side, onto his mom's heart fight with, as you see, Polaroid. No red hearts, meaning a lot of damage shield incoming should he ever get hit. Got pretty decent damage, and yeah, he's got enough health where this shouldn't be too big of a deal for him. It's just a matter of basically taking this out bit by bit and chunking the damage away. Yeah, those are the teams they represent, just like NetWap said. On the left-hand side, basically what happened was, well, let me explain this first. I assigned everybody to a National Football League team just to kind of make it easier for me to be like, all right, who's facing who when? It made it a lot easier for me to figure out, okay, TorNis versus Boss happens this week, and, you know, this makes it even where everybody gets the same amount of division matchups, makes tiebreakers a lot easier, so on and so forth. But they're each basically representing a football team, and that's how they found their schedule. Or how I got their schedule, I should say. Why didn't he use the card? He already did, actually. He was just waiting until the right time for it. Basically, if you use a card or a space use item right as you walk into Mom's heart fight, you're going to get stomped by those eyeballs that you just saw him take out. They're going to laser shot you. So basically, you want to take them out first, then worry about it. Because otherwise, you're going to be slowed down enough where they'll catch up and shoot you. They didn't sign up for it. So my answer to that would be wherever they live. They didn't sign up for it, so till next year at least, they ain't in it. Alright, so moving on over to the left side here, Boss will try to just bomb on through this fistula room once again. He's trying to play real quick catch-up and bombing through doors. That peeper almost moved that bomb on him. I was trying to get to that comment there. That peeper is what you gotta worry about. He'll move bombs on you in a heartbeat. Ooh. And again, gonna have to bomb right back on through here as boss dies once again, down to 5 lives on that 9 lives dead cat. Again, a little bit of a problem because, yeah, you have to line up that shot so perfectly with technology on those things. That becomes a bit of an issue. Oh, yeah, it's open to everybody next year as well. It was this year, too. We had open signups again. Shoot, they were open for... Oh, he was so close. They were open for... God, I want to say 2 months, 2.5 months, somewhere in that range. But yeah, I'm sure neither of them actually had any clue who I was, so they probably never heard of it for signups in the first place, so... Doesn't shock me in any way, shape, or form that they're not in here. Neither of them had a clue who I was. Probably gonna do the same 32 next season again. Because it makes it, like, if I do any more than that, it's gonna flat out kill me, so... This is bad enough at 32 teams. Which still cuts off a lot of people, because we're going to have hundreds of signups again. We had about 100 this year, and it's basically it's been doubling every year. So at that rate, it would be 200 next year, and everybody's going to get to be in a play-in tournament. So it's going to be kind of crazy. By the way, if you're wondering, Boss is attempting to kill himself in that room so he can get back out of a dead end. That was intentional, by the way, folks. What's up, Fix? How you doing? Because it actually says right next to life on Boss, that X2, which is kind of hard to see, mind you, but I can read it on mine just because I know what I'm looking for. Ooh, ouch, getting bossed into there, or getting bounced into there with a bomb, I should say, is the boss. Now notice he doesn't have that X2 by life. That's how you know he's down to his last life now. But yeah, upper right corner of your screen, if you pick up a 1-up or anything like that that adds extra lives, you'll see it right there. Yeah, 360p, when it's something that small, you're going to have a hard time seeing it, so... I got mine on a gigantic 42-inch monitor, though, so it's pretty easy for me to tell what it says. Oh, boss down, though, those Diglets getting the best of them. Technology screws you in some rooms, guys. Like you saw, that one where he lost, I think it was 3 or 4 lives to those demon eyes. There's really nothing you can do in that. I didn't mean to say I again. But there's really nothing you can do in that situation. You have to line that up so perfect, and if you don't dodge and they fire at just the right times like they were doing to him, you're hosed. Alright, Boss Esther, he said now is he just found another Bible in a curse room. That's why you gotta be real careful on that. Ah, oh, that sucks too. He got himself a nice item out of that reroll, but he can't pick up the banned items this year, so again, you gotta watch when you run into rooms. That's how we've had so many of our banned items picked up, and you saw him hesitate that time. He knows what he's doing now. But yeah, that's basically how we've had a bunch of our banned items picked up this year, was people face planting into rooms and just like, oh, cool. Oh, shoot. But again, he was on the first floor anyways, but it sucks that he has to leave behind the Holy Grail, which would have given him 1 health up and flying if he would have gotten it. That's twice, Christina. Oh, that's great. Anyways, TorNis has Mom's Heart at about 50% health here. This has been a battle of attrition to this point. Yep, we fight to, in the regular season, we go through Mom's Heart. Postseason, every week we go one step further. So first week goes to Shale, second week goes to Cathedral. The final 2 weeks both go to the chest. And again, whoever's got the quote-unquote home field advantage, otherwise known as whoever's got the better seed going into the match, actually gets to choose what racer they use and what rules they use. And again, the opponent that has the lower seed won't find out either of those things until literally the race is about to begin. So we're going to hide both of those facts from them, and they're going to have to practice on every character with every stipulation they can think of. So we're going to make it a little bit tougher on them. So that's your home field advantage this year, for those who want to know. Yeah, we don't need no grills. Alright, so Steven, about halfway done. You got to be real careful when you kill off either of these parts because they're going to... Yeah, I was going to say that's the other issue, is trying to bounce back out of there with the little part coming in at you. But I was going to say when you blow up one of the 2 parts of that, you're going to get a few extra shots afterwards. Alright, here's one of the issues. I hate having homing shots when you have to deal with these knights here. No, I don't put timers up. Because we're not doing a speed run, we're doing a race. Yeah, this is the problem with homing tiers. You can see, like, TorNis is basically having to shoot these, like, either get real lucky and get in behind these guys, or shoot them from the side like he just did right there. Because these homing tiers are kind of screwing him over in this portion of the fight. There we go. Ooh, and a little bit of health up. Yeah, why not? But again, no bombs left, so TorNis has basically got to do all the damage he can as quickly as he can without those enemies getting in the way. And that's what happens when you're out of bombs. That makes this fight goes a lot longer. And this is why we don't allow the Holy Bible, because it makes this fight go so much quicker. And we've seen a lot of comebacks happen because of the length of this Mom's Heart fight. So much damage. Oh, Minoko. Hey, good night, Matsuri. Have yourself a good one. Alright, Duke of Flies going to death here. And just a couple more flies. There we go. Mom's Heart will be back out. TorNis gonna, stand in the middle and start doing damage with his orbital. I don't blame him on this. He's got plenty of health left. And again, every time, because he has no red hearts, that Polaroid in action gives him a 5-second damage shield. And he's really close to the point where he keeps Mom's Heart out the rest of the time, so he was trying to force that there. But again, this next round probably ought to do that for TorNis. I don't see him not doing enough damage here. Unless those, like, he gets night spawns directly on top of him immediately. I think he should keep it lives out the rest of the fight. I think. Then just don't click him, Rusty. I don't trust anybody, but you don't see me every time you taco. I don't trust you. Oh, don't misunderstand me. Don't click random links from people that you don't know, but, like, he's been in here a while and that link's safe, too, I know, so... No, that one's fine. But even so, like, I don't blame you. Don't misunderstand me. Speaking of those knights, by the way... What? Don't say I didn't call that. I think a commentator cursed TorNis into that one. I'm just gonna shut up about his fight now. I may have cursed that spawn on TorNis there quickly. Oops. Whoopsie doodle. Yeah, but you know well enough not to trust me, Minoko. That's a good thing. You should feel proud of that. Yeah, that's another good point Taco has. Alright, here we go. Mom's Heart. Come on, stay out the right. No, don't get in front of him. No. Oh. Okay, one more spawn. TorNis has this. I swear to God, it's going to stay out the rest of the time now. There you go. As soon as you see those red shots fire out, Mom will stay out the rest of the time. TorNis can direct damage her finally. Ah. That's got to be a sweet feeling. Yeah, I see the smile come across his face. He's even feeling that, like, oh, thank God, finally moment. Wow, boss picking up another banned item. Ipicac's been picked up now. One less item we have to worry about. He was done with this run anyways, because TorNis, as you see on the right side, has finished off Mom's Heart. Very nicely done, sir. So, 1-0 lead for Mr. TorNis on the right. Again, let's see those P.E.K.K.A.s. There you go. Ah! Yeah. Ah! Oh, I didn't even see her in the background. Ah, I like the new addition. I like the new addition to the room. I paid no attention. I didn't even notice her until you full screened that. My goodness. I like the new addition to the room. Oh, God. 100% crazy, baby. It's P.E.K.K.A time. There is no P.E.K.K.A in the champagne room. God, I love these guys. Anyways, these gifts are phenomenal. We're gonna give both of these guys a reset like you see Boss doing. I don't want to give you guys, like, straight up epileptic seizures here. So, don't bother watching that for a quick second. We're gonna give you 2 minutes worth of ads. We'll give both of these guys a reset. Real quick, there's a link into both of their channels. You see the Minoko got for you with the split link. We do it one more time just to be safe. Head into both of their channels. Excuse me, sorry about that. Watch TorNis's ads. Boss doesn't have them yet, but give them both support, guys. Give them the support over me. I'm running 2 minutes worth of ads, and we'll be right back on the other side. Thank you all again. We'll be right back with you. We'll get round number 2 momentarily, or give it 2 minutes, literally. Alrighty, we're back and ready for round number 2 momentarily here, so let me flip this back on over, and like you can see, we got both of our racers. Well, we got TorNis still resetting, mind you, so crap happens. He's trying to find a good room to start with. Boss did find a good room that he wanted, so we'll get TorNis there momentarily. No rush on that, by the way, dude. Take your time, find your room. Whatever you want. Yeah, right, based mods. I love you guys. You guys are awesome, seriously. Thank you all once again for all the support for all this, and that you're giving both of the racers too. On that note, let me get you the split link into both of their channels again. We got base racers, man. What's up, Dino? How you doing? What's up, Pair Bombs? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Oh, Minoko, it's okay. But again, we got TorNis resetting. He'll find himself a room momentarily here. Sooner or later, his RNG is going to be nice to him. Ooh, he might have been thinking about an XL floor there. Either way, he's up 1-0 right now over the BOILeR10987 on the left side. TorNis going to look to win round number 2 here. Boss going to look to do the same, but Boss needs to win this to tie it up in 1. TorNis looking to win it to win the night overall 2-0 and get him tied up with Boss in the AFC West. Pia! Yeah, there you go. Turn your headphones up louder. There you go. That's a great that's beautiful right there, Malteon. That'll work out beautifully for you, Minoko. Perfect plan. How to cover up a thunderstorm. Louder headphones. Yeah. I like the way you guys think. You're on top of things. Oh, there we go. We got an item room if nothing else, and TorNis going to take it. So again, these guys will get racing at their earliest convenience. Well, not at their early, you know what I mean. Whenever you guys are ready is what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, whatever, seller works. That's actually probably not a bad thing. We've had a few people that have considered seller levels better, honestly. So he's going to take that and run with it, but he knew what I meant. Yeah, re-roll all the floors. But there's the split link again to get into both Boss and TorNis' channels. Please do that and wish them both good luck here. We'll start up round number 2 whenever these guys are ready. And again, best of luck, guys. TorNis going to look to win it 2-0. Boss going to look to tie it up and force a pivotal game 3. Yeah, it's convenient in 3 hours. I don't know what you mean. There you go. See, Otaku's one of the racers that actually prefers seller floors. And there you go. We're off and running here. Ooh. So we got the Sacrificial Dagger for TorNis. That'll float around him doing damage to anything that he walks into it. We got the Forget-Me-Now pill, which, the Boss is going to reset. That would have reset his entire floor and gotten rid of that space use item. Both the D6 and Forget-Me-Now would have been gone. So let's see, random pills, teleporting Boss right back to the entry room. Gee, thanks. Alright, Remote Detonator at least gets Boss 5 bombs. He's going to take it on with him, too, so he'll be able to place bombs wherever he wants to and detonate them with the spacebar now. So he can place down extra ones in the room whenever he needs. On the right side, we got TorNis picked up the Small Rock. That'll be a damage increase, fire rate increase, and movement speed decrease yet again. So TorNis can be walking slow for the second race in a row. And immediately finding his boss fight, though. Same room, I should say, that we got the boss in right now. He's fighting Famine. We all know what to do. Famine's cool. He says hi to us. Let's all say, hey. Right back at him. Yeah, TorNis having a nice damage up beginning to this run, so we'll see what he pulls out here. He's got the Pink Widow on his side, so that'll jump a lot faster and a lot more often than most of the other Widows do. What's good about Forget-Me-Now pill? Not in a race, but in normal runs. If you wanted to, you could reset your entire floor if you got that, and be able to get extra items out of it. So let's see, Cuban Meat, the usual, there we go. TorNis finally getting something he needed there to an extent. But anyways, Cuban Meat floating around Boss will block shots. We saw it last race too. That'll damage anything he walks into with it as well. So not quite the same. It's about, I think, a quarter of the damage of that Sack Dagger that TorNis has. But again, TorNis also picked up a belt at the end of that last boss fight, so picks up movement speed increase. So now he's back above base movement speed. Thank goodness. Orbital TorNis has got is the Sacrificial Dagger. And again, if anybody's wondering, this is the one we haven't been linking. I knew there was something else. Jeez, couldn't think of anything. The wiki page there, platinumgod.co.uk, will get you, all you have to do is hover over items, so you'll get to see an explanation of what they do. So for example, let's see, we got the D20 now on TorNis' side. He's got lots of red hearts. He may try to wait until he gets a bunch in the same room, but the D20 will re-roll items on the floor, like you see in Boss's room. TorNis could have re-rolled both the chest and that red heart that were there into something else of the same. Or something else of the like, I should say. They're like a bomb, a key, a coin, a heart, another chest, something of that nature. Again, D6 is outlawed against anything. D20, perfectly okay at any time. Ooh, how about this? Absolutely, growth hormones, one of the kind of rare items that may be a little late on that, I'm not sure, but it looks like Boss turned out okay. Yes, he did. So he's going to get damage up and speed increase, along with he also picked up 2 more orbitals with a halo of flies in his item room. Notice now he did a glitch here in this challenge room. When you pick up the item, if you spawn as soon as you hear the spawn noise, I should say, if you pause as soon as you hear that, you'll hear a couple of other spawn sounds, and then that will spawn every other wave of enemy into the room at the same time for you. We allow that glitch because it's a little risky because you're adding a lot of enemies to a room. Now, it's not worked out bad for anybody yet this year, but you're running a risk still, so we allow that to be used. Depends on the room you're in on if, MSR. If you're rerolling stuff in a, what looks like a god room, or in a god room for that matter, if you can do it in there, you can actually wind up with them in there or in a super secret room that looks like a god room. Other than that, I don't think that'll give you Eternal Hearts. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen one. 2 double pills on TorNis' side, he might think about, nope, he's gonna D20 him. So there you see, all those pills turned into something else. Mind you, one of them's a pill again. But plenty of extra stuff here. Good use of that D20, especially in a race situation. Lots of extra keys. Oh, wow. I might take both of these. That devil deal, I might take these both. Parasite, yep, is going to split TorNis' shots when they come in contact with anything. He'll leave the mark behind, though. I can't blame him, but I might have considered that for the damage up and speed increase. The speed might have scared him a little bit, or the lack of red hearts. Either way, he could have taken both, but does take a really nice item for 1 heart cost. You see his shot split as soon as they hit anything solid. What's the boss's channel? Let me give you a link here. All the, all the names plates that you see at the bottom, just take out the dash and whatever is at the end of it, and that's actually exactly how you would get to any of their channels. Another easy way, if you guys check out BOILeR.org, if you go on the schedule itself, click on any of the racers' names, you'll get a link to their Twitch channel off of the pop-up window, which is not totally updated with the schedule and such. Sorry, but that was a pain to copy and paste. We just gave up. So we're going to give them other pages at some point in the near future here. But if you click on that, you can actually get a real easy link to their channel as well. Or the other easy way, like you see that Freak linked up for us there. You can go on the team page and actually get all their channels easily there, too. So let's see, boss on down to Caves 2, a very slight advantage at the moment here on TorNis, who is just about to fight his Caves 1 boss. And he'll move on in and find Fistula, one of the pretty easy boss fights, and especially with split shots, this will help him out considerably here. As you can see, anything that happens to be close by is taking a little bit of secondary damage. And again, that'll be the same damage that his tiers normally have. Actually, there's a good thing to test week 14. Does that split your damage in two when the shot splits, or does it do full damage on the split? Because I think it's full damage. Does Parasite split if you have Piercing Shot? Nope. Not unless it hits an actual solid wall or something like that, like the fire that TorNis is hitting right there. Not unless it hits a wall or a rock at that point. If you have Spectral Tears, Parasite is useless. So don't even bother thinking that it's going to split anywhere, because it never will. Woo! Just getting out of the way of that damage is TorNis. Nice room there. Ooh, if Pin takes more damage if you hit him in the head, another good question. We'll find all these things out week 14. When we're doing our charity marathon, one of the, at least one of the casts, we'll do some Isaac myth busting. And we'll see what we can't find out. Alright, TorNis coming across this boss fight here. Yet to find his item room, though, for Caves 2. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm guessing, well, I don't know. He's got a pretty dang nice build already. He may skip that item. Tough call. Let's see if that happens to be a secret room. Ooh, no such luck. So he will go back and find that item room. Why is BOILeR Isaac only? So that we can use the D6. And if we use different characters, they get different starting stats, so it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be an even match. Alright, so the store showing up for TorNis. No item room yet, though. So he'll still keep looking around. Same thing for the boss. There's his item room, though, and he'll keep looking for his room of significance to end the floor. Sorry. Almost called that by the wrong name again. Anyways, friends till the end flies. 2 of those pills, for that matter, for TorNis. So you'll see a couple of, attack flies, I should say, whenever he uses that. Alright, Bob's Curse gives boss 5 extra bombs and poison ability on those as well. So, again, that's on every bomb, including the enemy's bombs, but you cannot get poison damage inflicted on you. So not going to be a worry on his side. How about Guppy's Paw yet again for TorNis? Yeah, you pretty much have to, I think. Ooh, he's actually going to use them all up right now and take the D20 with him. Interesting, so lots of extra health on TorNis' side yet again. And there's that boss, excuse me, bosses. Haha, see, I covered it. I didn't mean that. Anyways, the room of significance to end the floor for the boss on the left side. Alright, pushing one of those enemies back onto the spikes. Very nice use there of the spikes in the room. And he'll get Headless Horseman, so interesting result out of this one too. Boss is going to wind up with flying ability plus movement speed, and a charge ability on his space use. Alright, so the Unicorn Horn, that, I was going to say, is probably going to wind up replacing, because of the usefulness of it, going to wind up replacing the D20 for TorNis on the right side. That's going to give him 7 seconds of invincibility and damage dealing with the Unicorn Horn strapped to his head. So quite a useful item there, especially with his Sacrificial Dagger in combo, because he's going to be able to do damage with both of them at the same time. So very, very handy combination right there. On to TorNis' boss fight, and again, he'll be catching up with the boss in literally seconds here, as he's going to go right on through and just mash Chubb to death. Boy, did that sound wrong. Only in BOILeR can you get misquoted on something like saying mashing Chubb to death. I gotta think about what I say before I say it. It's supposed to be rated PG, not triple X. Watch what you say, Crumps. Anyways, a little bit of health there for TorNis, and he's going to be moving on. Both in Depths 1, though boss on the left side has Necropolis, the expansion version. Nobody said I was quick at the with the wit. Let's put it that way. Yeah, oh lord. Yeah, but wait a minute, that is until next week. Thank you, Itaku. By the way, for those wondering, yeah, that's actually the dub nickname of week 12, but no comment as to who made that name for it, or me actually saying that, or what the comment afterwards about who the first race of week 12 is, so just gonna leave that out there as a thought in everyone's mind. Oh, how about this for TorNis? Jeez. That Troll Bomb kind of screwed him over. Thankfully, he took only half a heart of damage by getting an enemy to hit him. Was invincible, actually, when the, when the Troll Bomb hit him, which would have given him 1 full heart of damage. So that actually worked out better for him. And good morning, Zip. Doing good about yourself. Oh, next week's going to be, interesting, to say the least. Does range up affect the split shots? I don't think it affects exactly how far they split. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I think it does. Actually, I do believe it does. Now that I really think about my builds. Oh, God. Speaking of builds. Boss. Wow. Just finding quad shot here in Depths 1. We've seen this a few times already tonight. It tells you exactly what it does, though. I don't think I need to explain it. Quad shot. Duh. There you go. Wow, nice way to find a little bit of extra capability with your damage there. So boss will be looking for the room of significance to end his floor, and try to move himself on down to Depths 2 with a bit of a time advantage here. And again, nothing but dead ends so far for TorNis, so there we go. There's that item room, and he'll find his boss fight most likely at the end of this split up to the top here, so it should be not too far away. And that could give him a little bit of an advantage here time-wise over the boss. The major event room, yeah, I could have kept it there too. We'll call it the MUR, the major event room. Anyways, TorNis got himself Robo Baby, and you can see that technology laser again coming out of a follower now for TorNis. Not much damage out of it, but very effective and very, very handy. I like Room of Major Significance to end the level. It's got more ring to it as stupidity. So, being that I'm into stupid jokes, yeah, I like that, honestly. I'm cheeseball enough. Good night, Agito. Have yourself a good one. Alright, so that counterfeit penny getting left behind here. Not really shocking. TorNis going to keep what he's got with Mom's Pearl. Let's see, 10% chance more that you're going to get soul heart spawns, either out of chests or at the end of rooms. Or for that matter, when you walk into a room, there's a chance that you see one. Hearts are available when you walk into rooms. Speaking of that, we got Boss finding his Room of Significance to end the level. Which he'll have one more room to clear before he gets into. So has TorNis for that matter, so these two literally in the same room at the moment. Alright, more friends till the end, absolutely. More attack flies. Tower card will spawn random bombs throughout the room, much like the Anarchist Cookbook would for TorNis. And again, you see he's going to use that unicorn horn, pop himself down to the middle of the room. Very nice, already knocking War off of his horse. So again, in the same room, we got the bloat fight, though, for the boss, on the left-hand side in his Room of Significance to end the floor. Or level, as it were. But again, he's going to quad shot from the bottom here, angle those in, and make the bloat jump down to him. He wants no part of those double brimstones. So he's going to make the bloat jump down to him. There you go. You can see if you get in front of him, he'll double brimstone you. If you get on top of him, he can't do that. Ooh, do not take Spectral Tears. No, 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 no. He was thinking about possibly picking up Sister Maggie there, but I swear, if TorNis would have picked up Ouija board, I just would have turned the cast off. That was over. So again, you do not want, with Split Shot, you do not want Spectral Tears. That would be terrible. Now, he would have been okay with Sister Maggie. He was making sure, I can tell by his chat, he was asking if he would die or not, though. So he was making sure that he would have lived through it. But he thought about it, said no thanks, and he's going to move on without Sister Maggie. He wanted to make sure. He wasn't 100% sure that he'd live through that, so he was making 100% positive before he did anything there. Excuse me. Oh, he wasn't trying to poison the bloat. Like, okay, he did get to poison it. It's different. If you get... actually, the green one can get poisoned, too. I take that back. It's pestilence that you can't poison. He's immune to it. But yeah, the bloat can get poisoned. I think the green one can, too. Pretty positive I've poisoned the green bloat. Gonna have to think about that now. I'm pretty positive he can, though. Oh, it's Boss that had it. I'm sorry, I was looking at TorNis the 7. I was looking at the Pearl. Anyways, Boss has got, instead of the counterfeit penny that he saw, would have, if he picked up like you saw right there, would have given him a chance that they'd added one extra coin onto what he had. Boss isn't worried about money. He would rather have bombs. Bombs are much more important in these races than money are, especially in the depths too. He's only got this one more store on this floor and none others. He may come across judges, but that's a bit of a risk to take. So he's much more apt. He's got the burnt penny right now. And as you saw, when he picked up a coin there, it spawned a bomb for him. That's much better for the boss. So he kept that. And speaking of the boss, he's found his Room of Significance to end his level. But we'll see if he goes back for that last item room. Ooh, TorNis getting the treasure map out of this. Very nice last store find there. So for 7 cents, gonna get to see his entire map layout once again. And that'll let him make educated guesses as to where these boss fights and item rooms are. Now the question is, which one of these will be which? I'm gonna say boss fights left side and item rooms on the right. Again, I think very good use here by TorNis of the Unicorn Horn, as he's looking to play a little bit of catch-up to Boss, who's in his mom's foot fight at the moment. Fighting regular Grey Mom, again, no real scare as far as the enemy spawns out of this. Alright, Boss ripping on through Grey Mom, a little bit more health up on his side, and he'll be on down to the womb momentarily here. Ooh, alright, getting regular, well, not regular 1-1, I should say, but not getting an XL floor, getting a Utero 1 in this case, the expansion version of the level. And again, no item rooms, no stores down here. He's just looking for boss fights, or rooms of significance to end the levels, as it were. Later, Lemon, have yourself a good one. Alright, and speaking of that Mom's Foot fight as well, TorNis fighting his, and again, also getting Gray Mom, so nothing too scary in here. About those bombs. Ooh, just missed on the timing of that. Literally 1 millisecond off on that timing there. So no bomb damage to Mom's Foot, but again, moving right on along here. And like I said, that was the boss fight over here on the left. We call those moon strats in the league. Theory going on, and mind you, it's a theory. So we're gonna have to really count the percentages out here. But theory is basically that if you go through your secret room, chances are that's going to lead somewhat close to your boss fight. And if you look on the map right there for TorNis, it held true. So we call that moon strats, and you can ask Casper all about those. That's how he gets his inner compass working so well some days. Let's see. Isaac's head. Interesting choice here. I would probably take Isaac's head at this point, because that's going to work out a lot better. Oh, how about a sun card for TorNis? Full map reveal. Full red heart heal, which he only has one, so moot point. Oh, God, really? And a possible XL floor? Is it? Is it really going to? Is it really going to? He's hoping for it. He's praying to the RNG gods right now. Could it be? It's taking a while. Come on. Absolutely fixed. Come on. Get through the flash loading screen. This is not what he needs right now. Oh, there we go. So, normal loading screen. Looks like we ought to have a normal level here. Again, TorNis will see the entire map without the compass effect at the moment, though does have that sun card available. Wow. I'm gonna say... Wow, where is this boss fight? I'm gonna say, believe it or not... Oh, Lord. I'm gonna say far left on TorNis' map. Wow, that's an odd one again. I'm not sure. There's so many spots that could be. Cobalt Streak 1 Season 1. Oh, I'll be damned. How about that? So never mind. I didn't even notice he had used that sun card, moving right on over to that boss fight as TorNis. So great use right there again. I didn't even notice. See, I would have been wrong. That would have been a sacrifice room that TorNis would have gone to if he listened to me. This is why you never listen to the host, guys. If I tell you to go left, go right. Usually your safe bet. And you can see TorNis living up to exactly that right there. Got himself in a much better spot, though a terrible, god-awful room here. Jesus. Get these masks the hell out of the way. There we go. Yikes. Alright, one more boss fight to clear here for TorNis, and he's got himself into the lead now as he fights double Loki. So Loki 2, let's get those double Mr. Coles if you subscribe to Cobalt Streak. Alright, and Boss gonna look for his Room of Significance to end the level himself. Again, with Pinky Eye now, a 10% chance that you get a poison tier, and with those 4 tiers, that's a pretty good chance that you're gonna fire one there. So Boss getting a little bit of poison damage added on to enemies. A little bit more health up for TorNis. He gets a second red health container, and he'll move on down to the Womb 2. Oh, another gigantic map. Okay, I was wrong last time. Let's say far left side again this time. It's probably not correct. But he's going to go towards that secret room again, so let's try these moon strats for TorNis as he's looking for just one more boss fight here. Alright, very nicely placed bomb. Speaking of the Room of Significance to end your level, Boss has found his. So let's see that moon card teleporting TorNis into his secret room. He's just going to move right on over to this next side here. Because even if that were his boss fight, he wouldn't be able to bomb into it from there, so wouldn't help him any to get down to that other room. Yep, nothing on this side. So nothing but a dead end here. We got Boss fighting, let's see, that is Daddy Long Legs. So already halfway through, adding some poison damage on and just melting that away. Alright, so TorNis will back up. Which way do you check this time? We got more pills here, so 2 of the same. Let's see what Boss gets. Ooh, bad trip. The other one's going to turn into a full health pill if Boss gets down to 1 red heart or less. So that's a huge find. He's going to take that and be happy and move right on down to his Womb 2. So Utero 2, the expansion version for Boss. Again, we got TorNis down to just 2 hearts on his side. We got 2.5 on Boss's, but what is a full health pill in hand. Alright, one more room, and we'll see if this happens to be TorNis' boss fight attached to this here. See, Boss gonna head on over, finding an arcade. Again, there are other rooms of significance in this besides the one to end your level. Cough, cough, boss fights. You know what I mean, though. But again, there are other rooms that you can find, but no item room, no stores to look for. So most racers are pretty much just going for boss fights here. Speaking of that, Boss finding a dead end and Fistula. He'll say no thanks to this one. Oh, the music, for anybody wondering, is actually the Binding of Isaac soundtrack made by Mr. Danny Baranowski himself, who is a flat-out phenomenal, awesome person. And let me get you a few links for him. Ooh, speaking of that, TorNis has found that boss fight. Whoever called lower middle, right side, whatever you want to call that, was correct there, so nicely done. And he'll be one room away from fighting Mom's Heart Fight again, looking for a 2-0 victory. Boss just looking for that same room that TorNis just came across, and he needs to find it soon because he needs to win this match. This has to be a win for him to get a 1-1 tie here. So again, just a few more enemies to clear out on TorNis' side. Sloth just about dead. Yeah, but only 2 hearts. Make that 3 hearts with that Eternal, or with that Soul Heart, I should say. I always call those wrong. Well, that would have been interesting if he didn't have a charge on the Unicorn Horn, but TorNis going to leave behind Bob's Rotten Head, which would have been a one-time thrown poison bomb. Again, just like you see with the boss, except he would literally huck that at whatever he wanted to. But 7 bombs for TorNis. He's got that Unicorn Horn and split shots. He's got that Sacrificial Dagger as well. He's going to hold on to the charge of the Unicorn Horn until we get down to just having Mom's Heart out. But again, when he uses that, he'll also enact the damage from both the Cube of Meat and the Sacrificial Dagger floating around him, hitting the whatever it is that he walks into. So that's why TorNis is going to wait for the last little bit on Mom's Heart. Yeah, the Horn of Pony. Speaking of that, we got, mirroring boss fights at this point. So we'll see Boss walking into his room of significance to end his possible run here. So we can't even call it to end the floor, it's to end the run. So again, this is going to be really close on this finish here. If Boss can get these last 2 real troll enemies off of his screen, because they will disappear at the worst times. There's one of them. And there's the other. Boss going to head right on in. Accidentally left 2 bombs behind, though. Those could have helped him considerably. And you see TorNis going to start using his at 50% health on his fight. And again, Boss just starting his off, adding poison on. Quad shot, flying, and does have his charge on the horse. Also, Hierophant card, a little bit more health for Boss when he uses that. 2 more soul hearts are going to spawn. But again, keep in mind, TorNis still hanging onto that charge of the Unicorn Horn. There you see those Hierophant hearts. TorNis going to wait till he knows. Probably that next one, he may use it. If not, he'll wait till Mom's Heart stays out the rest of the time. And again, he's got a lot of damage output that he can rock here in a second or 2. Boss going to stand in close, let that orbital help him as much as he can. But not much he can do. TorNis got himself down to the last little bit. He's going to stand in close, let Sacrificial Dagger help him, and keep stabbing it with the Unicorn Horn. But there you have it, one more shot, and lo and behold, TorNis a 2-0 winner, ladies and gentlemen. Very nicely done, sir. And again, very, very, very close finish there once again to end the night. Boss was right on his heels again.